everyone, this is RexRed, and I am back today with another awesome Daz Studio tutorial. And today we are going to be working with Mask Builder 2. And today I can promise you I know a little bit more about it than I did yesterday's hedge maker. So I still have some work to do with HedgeMaker. I haven't quite gotten that down yet. But that is the idea, to learn these things. So what is Mask Builder? Well, we are here and we're going to look it up. Mask Builder, and here it is. It's Mask Builder 2. It's $12. If you work with if you own Ultra Scenery 2, you have to have this, okay? You just have to have Mask Builder. I just want to take a moment to kind of talk about things and say, we live in a very interesting time right now with all of this ability to generate scenes from our library, from all the props in our library, all the plants and trees and all the different things that we have in our library, and to make really amazing art that simulates real life. And, I thought, close to 20 years ago when I was, maybe it was 15 years ago, when I was working in Bryce 3D and we were creating landscapes, I thought, oh my gosh, what a time to live. But this just completely eclipses everything that I've ever done. And so we are going to work with this Mask Builder, okay? And as you can see what it did here, when you generate, this is before and this is after, when you generate a scene in Ultra Scenery, you end up with you just end up with all of the trees like everywhere. And if you try to take them out, well, they kind of disappear from everywhere. They just kind of go everywhere. And so masks are a way of saying, don't go here, just go there. And as you can see, you can actually see part of the sky. You can see the front lawn. Okay, there's a front lawn here, rather than just having it like so many trees that you can't even see the cabin, okay? That is one example. This again, okay, where you can say, I don't want any apple trees here, okay? And that's exactly what happened. Somebody put a bunch of apple trees in this scene, but just said, don't put any here, okay? I don't want one in the middle of the road, and I don't want one here and all, just blocking everything off. That is how powerful this masking tool is, okay? And this is part of the program that we're going to use. This, again, is part of the program, and what it allows you to do is shape the land also. So not only can it block certain things from showing up in your scene. Welcome, Angus. I am back again this evening as well. And it is lovely to have you here, friend. Lovely, lovely. So we are working with another tool, okay? And this is Mask Maker. So you didn't miss any of this. Angus, this is going to be a really awesome tutorial. It's going to take your mind in another place that you haven't been. I try to do that every time, to bring you things that are new and you haven't seen them before and all of that fun stuff. Now my the notifications are going out, people. I hope everybody is is going to be able to watch this tonight live. We hope we get people here soon. So, all right, as you can see, this was just a little hill before, and then the mountain got bigger. And as you can see here with this mask, this is what a mask is, this black and white image. And as you can see here, this little dot here is this mountain here. And as the dot got whiter and whiter, the mountain got, the hill or whatever, plateau got higher. Okay? And the same here. We have a plateau that's been pulled up from the land, okay? And it, in this case, we have height and we have mask, whereas you can see there's all these like, looks like little sprigs of grass in amongst the grass. So, and then it looks like they got rid of the sprigs of grass. There's some around the edge here, but this area is kind of cleared off. And then we have this, where we have the height and the mask, where it's not only lifted the land, but it's also made the grass, it's masked out the grass on the top of the hill. So, all right, I don't want to take too much longer because I have a million things all flowing through my head, and I want to be able to teach them before I forget, okay? Because it's I'm quite capable of forgetting. So what we're going to do is close this down, and it should close down, and it is closing. And okay, I am going to be back with more Hedgemaker at some point. I have to read that entire manual, and it's going to be quite a task to do that. So, yeah, it's a complicated program, and it turned out to be more complicated. Now, with this mask builder, I spent hours on it last night, and I spent hours on it today until finally it clicked, the whole how to use the whole thing. And that is what this is why I want to teach it now, because if I can make a video of this, then we can learn, and then I can have it like frozen in time, and then when I forget, like in a month from now, how to do all this, I can just watch my own video and say, oh yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so what we do is this tool is for Ultra Scenery 2. So what we're going to do is create a new Ultra Scenery landscape, okay? And we're going to create a save location. And our save location is we're going to browse. We'll go up. No, we don't want to do that. Up. And then we'll put it here. And this is going to be, I have to put all of these, okay. All right, we're going to go Ultra Scenery. Ultra Scenery 2 stuff. Okay, and then we can put things in here from now on. Okay, and this is going to be called Dandelion Hill. Okay, we'll call it Dandelion Hill. All right. And we're going to go put everything from this Ultra Scenery stuff, all this stuff into Dandelion, into here. Okay, we're going to move our camera up so we can see what kind of land it's given us. And this is the land we have. Okay, the first thing we want to do is create the Dandelion Hill. So what we're going to do is a little trick I learned from Jay, which actually I kind of knew about this, but I always used to put a human figure in here. And in fact, I think this time, instead of a sphere, we're going to use a human, okay? Because I want to know how, a sphere, how big is a ball, okay? Is it little tiny or is it like a big beach ball? You don't know how big a ball is, okay? But if you put a human in the scene, then you say, okay, now I know how big things are. So that's why we're going to go with a human instead. And because it's important, because we're going to make a hill and we want to know how big the hill is, okay? So we'll go with the H.T. Flynn guy. We're going to put a guy in the scene. We've had 2 views. So Angus, I hope you are having a lovely, lovely evening, my friend. I hope you are. So what we're going to do is think about ultra scenery. When it puts all this stuff on the land, it puts like 1 million pieces of grass, and it puts all these trees and all the stubs, all the trunk and little teeny stones and rocks and everything. If you try to move the land, then everything on the land, it all of a sudden is floating in the air because you change the land away from the objects that are on it. Well, what's really awesome about these maps, these masks, is that if you like raise the land or lower the land, everything just snaps back to the land. That is amazing. It just means that we have the ability to make this land the way we want it to be before we start working with it. And see now, our guy here, you might not have thought it, but look, he's kind of tiny. So this is a good example of why we, okay, let's put some pants on him. Favorites, clothing, shorts. Okay, now Flynn is not so bashful. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to zoom out a little bit because we want to see what kind of hill we're making. And, okay, so, all right. So now what we do is we're going to go into ultra scenery. We have ultra scenery 2 going on here. All right, so now we have no biome or anything, so this is the time you warp. This is when you start warping your land, and you decide, okay, what do I want for land? Now I'm going to do this. We're from the front here. You see, this isn't that bad, actually. So, but if we were to move him, like move him way over here, we'd have more land in back of us now, wouldn't we? So if we put the hill here, then we have all of this kind of roly-poly hills to kind of mess with, you know? So that's my idea here. From the front, okay, this is the front. So we zoom out even a little more, and then we run into a hill. So what we have is a hill in our way. So let's go here and just change this until we don't have a hill in our way. Okay, do we have a hill in our way? No, we don't. So now we actually have this big long field, okay, because we might want to see the field beyond the hill, okay? So if we put him way out here on the hill, okay, this is actually kind of perfect. All right, so where are we going to put? So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in one of these parts of the problem. It's called a round marker, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the round marker, okay, up. We're going to let's create a camera here. Create new camera. We'll create it from way back here. Accept. And we're going to hope that we can move our figures out far enough away from here without too much problem. Sometimes their eyes turn black if you move them too far away from the center. We're going to hope we can move them, okay? Now, what we're going to do is And I see this is just very difficult for me to think about doing because this is a complex, we're going to be doing a very, very complex, a bunch of very complicated things. And that's why I'm going to map this out and show you how to do this. We first need to bring this round marker up, okay, so we can see it. Okay, and there it is. Okay, and we're going to go into, I think it's invisible when we're, okay, there it is. Okay, this is our round marker. So our camera's over here. This is the back. So if we move our round marker this way, okay, then what we do is we put this marker here. And what that does is that little black dot in the middle, the white dot in the middle of the black screen, okay, this becomes the white dot, okay? And so now we do another complicated thing here. We open up the mask builder, okay, and it says I have to select Ultra Scenery 2 to do that. Scripts, open the mask builder. You have to create your own scripts there. Okay, first, okay, so what we need to do here is take this masking level. Okay, I think I have to exit here. We have to put this mask here, this round marker here is going to be in our height map. So we select that so that we can use it. And then somewhere in here it says round marker mask. I think that's it. It is. Now see this little dot here and all that. So, and now you can see that we have something there. Okay, it's a bump. Okay, so now we can go back to here and we can kind of work with this now. We go to our, back to our mask builder and we make the mask, select the mask. And I don't know why it doesn't show up here, but we just kind of have to guess how big it is. And we want to bring this, okay. That's almost like kind of what I want, all right? So, but now this fuzziness, this feathers it. So it's kind of smooth. And this is going to be our dandelion hill, okay? And then around it's going to be all these trees, and in the background might be like a big ocean with some water or stuff like that. But we're going to have this big kind of hill, okay? And I think we go a little bit more than that. See how this kind of works? All right. I think that might be the kind of hill that's like too steep. I think that's good. Let's see. So this mask is good. Just, we can pretty much then hide the mask once we're done. Exit. Okay. So now that we have this done, we can take this mask and just get rid of it. Okay. And let's see what our camera is doing here. Let's see if this hill looks like a hill. Camera. No, it really doesn't. So, but what if we zoom out back a little bit more now even? That looks like a hill to me. That looks like a dandelion hill. Okay. See how this works, people? All right. Now, I'm thinking that I have too much land here. That maybe it might be nicer to put the dandelion hill here in this corner. Then it would, like here instead. Okay, so we're going to take our round marker and move it over here instead. And I think I have to open that. Yeah, I have to open that program to change this. But let's bring this up so we can kind of see what we're doing. Okay, I think that's even better. Okay, so now we go back to our ultra scenery, open the script. All we have to do is open this, and it should move that hill for us. Close this. Yeah, but now our hill doesn't seem quite as pronounced because there was a hill here. Okay, I know how to fix that. Okay. So what we do now is we just take our ultra scenery here. Now we go to these eroded hills and we just say we don't want so much of that. We want more of our, okay, the mixed strength. We want more of this than we want of that. Okay, and there's a little bit more of an issue here with this hill, but this kind of works, okay? All right, so we go the mixed strength, so that brings that down. So, but what we go back is into here. We go into, we can take and go to our mask builder again. This. And we'll make this just a little smaller. And we'll make it a little whiter. Okay, and that just made this kind of taller. And if I take a little bit, I think that's a good dandelion hill right there. So if we take Flynn now, move him over, we can kind of get an idea of what this hill is going to look like. If we come in here, what's it going to look like? See, the reason why I want land out here is because there's not going to be any dandelions out there. Okay, there's only going to be dandelions on the hill. Okay, that's the whole idea of masks. A noose mask builder. What does it do? Well, we are showing you right here a noose. Welcome, friend. Sorry I missed you. I kind of got into this. See, what it does is it creates these black and white images that you can use to change the shape of the land, and everything will shape to it. Okay, and so this is the way this kind of works. And so now, do I want the hill a little more pronounced, maybe? So we go back here, and I can make the hill more pronounced if I just make it smaller and take some of the scripts. See, so this little black and white image here, this is created by this mask builder, okay? It creates masks and allows you to change. And so what I'm doing is this white area is making the the land like bubble up in that place, and all the grass and everything will follow along with everything. So this is an amazing thing. So we're going to go now and select Ultra Scenery, and I'll show you how I kind of go into Mask Builder, and now I can make this mask. If I go a little whiter, I don't need to go whiter. I think I just need to take some of this fuzziness off. Well, that did it a lot. Now, if I bring this level down a little bit. Okay. This just gave us kind of more of a bubble rather than, okay, are you sure you want to exit? Yeah, but now if I have this too high, we won't see the land out beyond. So here we go. We're going to go and go back in a little bit more and kind of keep messing with this Mask Builder. All right, and so this says how large it is, so I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller. So we select our mask, make it a little bit smaller, and you see how it gets smaller? It gets lower and smaller, and now he's kind of standing on it. I'm kind of liking this right here. It's kind of like a bubble that he's standing on. And we got to put a bunch of dandelions here, okay? But we're going to put him here, right in the middle. And then we're going to get closer like this. And I think that, because I don't want to be too far away from my figures. Okay, but I don't want to have it so high that we don't have a nice sky in our scene as well. So, okay. It's kind of hard to mix these, these things together. But the thing is you're going to see a bunch of dandelions on this hill, and you won't see any here. You're just going to see grass. Okay, so... and you'll see grass and trees, okay? And this goes further away than it looks. So let's save this as Dandelion Hill. Can I do that? Yeah, all right. Probably because I spelled it wrong. All right, so there we go. We have Flynn here. Now let's get his feet out of the ground. You have to have Ultra Scenery 2 to use it, Anus. Ultra Scenery 2. And, yeah, and so it works with Ultra Scenery 2. So, okay, this is our camera. Let's lock the camera here. I think I'm going to make this go down a little bit more here. All right. And save this again. Let's take now our round marker. See this round thing? We can just hide this now. Okay. It's where it is has to do with, like X and Y has to do with where it actually has effect. But I mean, X and Z has to do with where that little ball is on your map. So if I move this over, and then that little circle, that little white ball on the map will move with it. But if I move it up and down, that doesn't do anything. It just hides it out of your scene so you don't have it in your way. And that's very helpful. This is so well thought out. You know, when I first started using it, it's like, how do you do this? How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? It was just like really difficult to figure out how to do things. This is why I'm making this video, so you can learn how to do this, because it took me a long time, and I had to go and talk with people in the forums and the person who made this. And they were very helpful and gave me information on this. So now we're going to, and we're not done. Okay. So what I wanted to show you here, and now if I wanted this to be concave, then what I would do is invert this. All right, well, that's okay. You should, Anus, you should use ultra scenery. So what else can I say? Ultra scenery is one of the coolest things that Daz Studio can do. All right. So ultra scenery too, you can get it for about $20 on sale. And so that's what we're going to do. So, all right. The thing is unless you want to put, 30,000 pieces of grass by hand on your scene, you know, that's why ultra scenery is here. So we don't have to put 30,000 pieces of grass on our scene. So that's why I'm trying to show this, is to help people to understand how valuable this program is. So, all right, and the kinds of power you can do with it, because I certainly don't like placing grass by hand. I've done it before. I would take big square pieces of grass, and I would lay them and line them up and lay another patch and line that up and lay that another patch and line it up. It's like, yeah, you can't do that under their feet. Okay, you can't put grass in front of them, all right, with a photo back. You can't put grass under their feet, okay, and in front of them with a photo backdrop. So, I mean, I thought about these things. I really have a noose. I thought about that and said, why not just use it in the background? But what do I do with the photo, with the grass in the front? You can't. The photo's not. The grass isn't going to work for the front. And then if you're using some kind of photo that they're standing on, it's not going to create the kind of shadows and it just doesn't work. So it's that's what this is, and ultra scenery is the door to this happening. Okay, so. We're going to start first with, I guess we could start, we can start with the trees first, I guess. So what we're going to do is we'll put some kind of trees in our scene. So there again, it's like I'm going to now, within the space of, maybe 10 minutes, put about maybe 200 or 300 trees in the scene. And Noose, you don't have to be sorry. You have your own style. That's okay. I'm just trying to say that that I've been working at this for a long time, and I couldn't live. There are many, many, many scenes I could not have made without Ultra Scenery 1 and 2. And I've been using Ultra Scenery 1 for about 3 or 4 years, ever since it first came out. So I kind of know what I'm doing with this stuff. And so it's very important to me to use these programs, to use that so that I have grass. So I'm not going to be able to place this. This is going to end up, this plane here is going to end up with probably 250,000 pieces of grass on it. Okay, I'm not going to place them by hand. This is the power of this program. It's just, and once you learn how to use it, you've got grass. It's like, wow, you've got grass, you've got daisies, you've got any kind of plant that you have in your prop list, you can put on in Ultra Scenery. So, okay, so we have used this map here to I mean, some people, that's all they do is they put their figures in the scene and they put a backdrop, and that's their style of working. But to me, I sometimes I like their feet in the scene. Sometimes I like to actually have them standing up and in the actual scene. So, you know, so that I can actually see their feet, that they're standing on the ground. And sometimes, you know, and that's where having grass that follows the curve. See, I want this to be a hill, okay? I want them to be standing on a hill where there's something going on in back of them. And then this is all going to be lined with trees, but you'll be able to see through the trees to the sky. That's the kind of thing. So let's move on here. And we're going to add, okay, we're going to add trees. Biome, add. We're going to add a tree layer. We want all type. What would this be? Forest, litter, grassland, pasture. Which one is the trees? Okay, I don't know what they call it. I think it's probably forest litter, but we're going to go by the trees when we find them here. All right, this is going to put a couple hundred trees in the scene that I don't have to put in. We'll put some oak trees in. Okay, just look how quick this happens. Okay, it's putting these trees on this land. It's putting them perfectly onto the land. Okay, and if I click this, it just put 457 trees in the scene. Okay, that's, but the thing is, these trees are not where I want them to be, okay? So that's why we're going to use this mask thing. All right, so we're going to add now another mask. And I'm going to use a round mask again. So we're going to go to scripts, use this. Okay, now this mask, this round mask, I'm going to rename it and call this hill, let's call this hill height map. Okay, that's my hill height. That's what made this hill out of, that's what pulled this hill up out of the ground. Okay, now we're going to add another mask. Okay, and it's going to be round marker. All right, and this one is going to be called tree mask. Okay, I'll just call it that. All right. And then we go back to Ultra Scenery, and now we have our oak trees in here. So what we're going to do now is go into this scripts, most used, mask builder, tree mask. We're going to select our tree mask, and now every place where it's black, okay, we're going to make this black here. Every place where it's black, there won't be any trees. Okay, let's start with that. Oh, and we have to add this to that. Okay, close. All right. Now what this did was just cut, it had 500 and some trees. It cut a bunch of trees out. But we're going to now lock the camera because it's kind of where I want it to be. So we'll go Edit, Object, Lock. All right, so now we're going to go here to our perspective mode. We're going to go to Ultra Scenery 2, and we're going to click this. We're going to go like this, and there is my tree mask. And we're going to bring that up. It's pretty big, but it's not as big as I want it to be. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over. I don't want any trees here, okay? And so there's that. But I also want this much bigger so I can scale this. So we're going to go to Surfaces, go to Parameters, and we're going to scale this out like this. Okay. And scale it some more. Now what I could do is put other masks here. But I think what we do is this kind of number. So we might be able to even have a few trees in around here. Okay. In behind. We'll see, as long as there aren't any trees where my camera is. Okay, I think I'm going to scale this a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to go in like this and in like this. Okay, let's try that. Okay, and I could put another mask here. I could put other masks. We're going to see. We'll see what we need. And now we're going to go back to our camera view. And now, remember, it doesn't need to be above the land, but it does allow me to kind of see where it is. Now that we have the mask done, we should be able to go back to our, okay, now it's very complicated how this works, but let's go here now to our mask builder and see what happens. Okay, see, there's our mask, okay, tree mask. And now all I have to do is close out of here, and then it does its thing. Now there's only 149 trees, so I can turn these trees on now. Do you see? Even 149 trees, I don't want to have to place them in the scene, okay? So it just put them, and it moved them where I wanted, everywhere except where the mask is. So you can see it put the trees. Now, if I don't like that particular arrangement of that, I can come here and just click another seed. Okay, you're going to let me oak trees. Okay, let's go here, seed. And you see, I can just kind of change the seed until we get a seed that I like. There, that's what I want. Something that kind of lets the sun come through here. All right. And I think that works. Let's now what's next? Okay, so we're going to go now with the grass. All right, so we're going to put some grass here. Okay, no. The next thing is our dandelions, okay? And the thing is I want a lot of dandelions. I don't want a little, one here and one there, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a grass instead of a flower. So I'm going to pick grass for... So we're going to go here and pick a grass biome, all right? And we're going to add this. And now this is going to place how many pieces of grass? Come on. Yes, it just placed 283,143 pieces of grass, okay? So on this, now the thing is I don't want that much grass. So what I'm going to do is see this mask here where I've used and put just the oak trees here. Like, do I really need grass under the oak trees? And something looks kind of messed up, like it's like I think it's just the way this is looking. Let's see what this looks like in iRay. It looks like stuff isn't, okay, it's not actually showing in iRay. Let's do a quick render. Render settings, 1920. Okay, we can do this. Let's see what this looks like in iRay. It doesn't, do my trees look right? Okay. Render. This is going to be a difficult render because I have like I haven't got my grass mask on yet. So it's going, okay, I just put grass in here, and the grass, I'm not supposed to do the grass yet. I'm supposed to, oh, the grass is actually in here. Okay, see, the trees look fine. Okay, look at this. And he's actually got grass in front of his feet instead of just behind his feet. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, it's amazing how that works. This is going to be all dandelions, but this is not, okay? So I might put a few dandelions, but this is going to be covered in them, okay? So that's the whole thing, the whole purpose. This looks beautiful here. I kind of like to get rid of that tree. Maybe I can somehow. I'm not sure. We'll see. I could put a tiny little mask there, okay? So we're going to play with this some more. We might put a mask to get rid of that tree. So, but I love how this works here, okay? So look at this. All right. And we have this big roly-poly hill in front of us that looks absolutely realistic. So, all right. Now, the thing is, would you like to cancel this render? Is the thing about this is that this isn't going to be grass. This is going to be our dandelion hill. So what we need to do is make a mask, another mask, and this is going to be a circular mask. Okay, scripts used, round marker. Okay, this is going to be our dandelion, and we're going to use the grass instead of a flower biome. Mask. Okay, we're going to use the grass instead of the flower biome. I just said that, but I wanted to repeat it because it's very important. Because if you use see, this grass cover is going to actually be, if we use the flower one, I'll have a flower here and a flower there and a dandelion here and a dandelion there and a dandelion there. I want this completely covered in dandelions, okay? So that's the whole thing. That's the purpose of this, is to have a little bit of some kind of contrast. Now I may then put a flower thing here and have a dandelion there and here and, you know, out into here, but this is going to be covered, okay? So maybe because it's high off the ground, it gets more sun in the morning. I don't know, that kind of thing. So, but this is not an easy thing to kind of think about in your mind, all right? Because we're putting grass, but it's actually going to become dandelions. And this is where we go now to our another program. And that other program is Alienator Pro here. And I think I'm going to use the mask first. Okay, exit so I can get rid of some of this grass because I don't want to replace all of these pieces of grass with dandelions and have like 283,143 dandelions. Okay, so what we're going to do is work with our mask first on this grass layer. So we go to scripts, we go to, you have to do this in order, okay? So now we're going to go to mask builder. Yes, it just took me out of iRay, okay. Dandelion mask, and this is our grass cover. And I forgot which corner it is. Okay, I'm going to add this mask to that. Okay, and then we'll give it some kind of little thing like that and like this. The mask. Okay, now we're going to have to invert this because this black area is where it says, I don't want anything there. But with the dandelion layer, it's like that's the only place we want it, okay? So, but it's in the center and I don't know where it needs to go, all right? So, and I'm going to want these like really strong at the top, but then kind of fuzzying off. See how it gets fuzzy like that? And so I want them to fade down as they're going down the hill and make it a little smaller. Okay. And now we maybe a little less fuzzy like that. Okay. Close this and exit. And I don't know what just happened, why I've got all my trees back. Let's go back in and see what I just did wrong. Script. Mask builder. What did I do wrong? That's our tree mask. Okay. All right, close this. I think it only masks when we're doing iRay. So we're going to turn the trees off, exit. Okay, let's render this real quick and see what happens. We should have some of the grass missing in the middle where that black spot is. I use photo backdrops in most of my scenes, but you can't use a photo on the ground, okay? And you can, but it doesn't always work the way you kind of want it to work. So, because how do you make it look like real grass on the ground, that they're standing in grass with a photo on the ground? Okay, so for some reason, I have lost my mask, my tree mask. Okay, so I'm not sure what's up with this. Cancel this render. Let's go and see what happened here. Okay, yes, see the oak tree has lost its mask. See these oak trees, okay? So we have to go and redo the mask. It's nothing big, nothing that bad, but let's go back in here, scripts. And here, mask builder. Okay, tree mask and tree biome, add mask. Close this, exit. Well, okay, this is called tree mask. There it is. Okay, we got it back. Save this. Sometimes things like that happen. All right, now we're at 266. It took some of that out. All right, so what we have to do is take this dandelion mask and bring it up and bring it over. Okay, now we're going to take a look at this from the perspective view, and we're going to bring this over here and over here. And this, remember height doesn't matter about the height. What matters is we'll have it up over top like this, but what matters is, okay, we're going to size that down a little bit. Parameters, scale. And now what we're going to do with this mask is we're going to invert this mask, okay, so that instead of it being black and cutting out the grass here, it's going to be white here, and only grass will grow over the ground there, and the rest of this will be no grass, okay? And then I'm going to put other grass in, but we do that after we get the dandelions in, okay? Because I'll show you why in a little bit, why we do the dandelions first, okay? So you want to get the dandelions definitely in first, okay? You'll see why. Okay, now we are going to go back down to our Ultra Scenery 2. We're going to take this grass cover, okay? And then we're going where it says here, where our mask is, it says invert mask, and watch what happens. Boom. It just changed the white to be black and the black to be white. Now, if we go back to our camera view, you're going to see that when we render this, we're only going to have grass on the hill, but in the field, there won't be any grass. And that's exactly what we want. Because we're going to use Alienator Pro to turn the grass into dandelions. And we want a lot of dandelions. So, because the dandelions only grow on the hill. Okay, so we're going to see now. Okay, all right. I know why this didn't work, because I didn't go into my circle. It still thinks the circle's over there. Okay, cancel, yes. So what we got to do is close this, and we just have to go into our mask builder and out, like that, and render. And now it just realized, oh, he moved the mask. So now you can stretch that mask, that mask that I have in the scene, oblong. You can make it narrow. It's a ball, but if you stretch it like along the X-plane, it can become a line. Okay? So here we go. Now we only have grass on the hill, and it's in front of him. Imagine, it's not, but there's no grass here. That means now I'm ready to turn this grass into dandelions. Okay, so we're going to cancel this and close this. Save this, because we got it working right. And then we're going to go into our scripts, most used, Alienator Pro. And this is why we use grass, because if I had put, you see how it says grass verge, grass tufts, and all of these? Well, if I had grass in here, another thing of grass, then I'd have two grass base and two verge and two tufts, and I wouldn't know which one I wanted to turn into the dandelions, okay? So that is why I use it this way. That's why I did the grass first for the dandelions. Okay, so now we're going to go down here to my dandelion. I put a bunch of groups and clumps and things of stuff. So we'll go with a big one with this one, the 2. So we're going to link them. Yes, yes to all. All right, now they say, all right, now this one, we're going to link them to this one. And this one here, the base grass verge. We got grass tufts. Okay, and these ones here, we're going to link to this dandelion set. Why not? Here we go. And then we come here and we exchange them out, convert it. Okay, now it's not doing that to 50, through 253,000 pieces of grass. It's only doing it to the amount that was on that hill. That's why we waited to convert. Okay, everything has to be done in an order. Okay, it's a very long process, okay, that you have to do. So now, let's see, let's save this, because I have a feeling this is going to work. And now we go here. And, okay, our grass. So you're going to see that instead of grass on that little hill, we're going to have dandelions. But we're not going to have any grass out in the field. So And it just put like, 20,000 dandelions here. And what I'll do is there's going to be too many dandelions. Okay. So I'll just thin them out and you'll see how I can thin them out. Okay. And that's what's awesome about this program is that you can thin them out because I don't want as many dandelions as there would be, as there would be grass, but we got dandelions there. Okay. And so we have a ton of them and this is definitely Dandelion Hill, but what we want now is to thin them out some. Okay. Quite a bit. We want a lot, but we don't want this many, okay? So we're going to cancel this. And that's when we come here to our grass here. This grass cover. And we just bring the density down to something reasonable. We had 10,000. Now there's only 4,000 dandelions. Let's bring it down a little more. Okay, let's see what this does. 3,664 dandelions. Dandelions that I'm glad I didn't have to place them in the scene. One by one, and turn this one, twist this one, resize that one, size this one, make this one bigger, make that one smaller. Yeah, till I had 3,000 of them and place it perfectly on the ground. Yeah. So that's 3,000 dandelions I didn't have to place. See, so that is what this is about. All right, see, there's still too many. So Anus removed his post. That's okay, Anus. You don't have to use ultra scenery if you don't want to. That's the thing is that I use it because it saves me time. So, all right, now let's see what we have here. We're going to bring it down. I want it to be Dandelion Hill, but I don't want it to have. We're going to have grass growing in amongst the dandelions, okay? So, because dandelions they do choke out grass, but not completely. And let's see what we have. That's enough. See, that's enough, but we got the ground showing through. Okay, and that's not very pretty. I think that might still be too many. Okay. Now, if you would use these as flowers, there would be a flower here, a flower there, and it wouldn't be enough. Okay. So just so you know, that's why I used grass. Okay. I mean, that's why I used grass to be my dandelions. Okay. Now we'll just do a few less. Okay. We'll go down a few more. Let's see. Okay. That's probably good. We'll save this. We don't want a million of them in the scene. Now we can add our grass. Okay. And we'll use this nice green grass here. And what I'm going to do is, because I do not want 283,143 pieces of grass here. Yes, my computer can render it, but I just don't want that big of a file. I'm going to put another figure in here. I'm going to put an HDRI sky in. I just don't need that much grass here. So what we're going to do with the grass, this is grass cover 2, and you can tell the difference. There's no way to rename these. I wish there was, but that's a request that I have, that we can right click and rename these so we kind of know that we've changed them. Now this grass cover, what we're going to do is create another mask, okay? And we're going to go with the square mask, okay? So that the square mask kind of goes out like this. You'll see now the square mask, ultra scenery. Let's bring this square mask up. Okay, let's go to our perspective view. Let's go and zoom out here. All right, this. Now the square mask, we're going to just go into the scripts first for now and go to the square marker. Okay, this is going to be grass. And we're going to have the same thing. We're going to invert this so that the black is around the edges here under the trees. I don't want the grass growing around under the trees, okay? So let's see what we have. So we go here to now our back to Ultra Scenery, go to scripts, and we go to Mask Builder, and then we're going to create this. And as you can see, this creates a square, not a circle. And now what we want is we want the grass all the way through, but we want to, I think if I go like this, this inverts it also. No, see then, okay, it does actually invert it. It allows that. So I think what I'm going to do is this way, and I'll invert it later, okay? So we go like this, and I want the grass to be full like that, but then I want some fuzziness around the edge, okay, like that. All right, I don't know that, okay, and now I want this grass to go with the biome layer too. This is the grass. And so when we add that mask, okay, I want it a little bigger than that. All right, close this, exit. Okay, and you can see how far it goes. And so there shouldn't be maybe any grass under the trees, okay? And so now what we're going to do is invert this because this is blocking the grass from growing. So we select this and invert this, which would be here, I think. Yes, invert the mask. Now the black area blocks the grass. It saves us a few million pieces of grass, okay? Now it's just, instead of 250 something, there's only 1,000. So that's good, all right? Now let's go back to our camera view. Save this again. And let's see what this looks like. Now we're going to have grass in amongst our dandelions, but we're just going to have grass here and no dandelions, okay? So let's do a render. See what this looks like. Yep. Come on. Oh, my camera's locked. I was going to say, what do I have locked here? All right. What do we have? So we're going to have grass like everywhere except under the trees. And how about that now? See that? Dandelion Hill. All right. And so let's put a, now what I could do, all right, is we can take and put another add. But this time we're just going to add wildflowers, okay? Some daisies. Okay, we'll add some daisies to this scene. Now it just put in a bunch of daisies, but now I don't want the daisies. Okay, so we're going to add so we'll go with most used, add another round marker. I don't want any more dandelions in the, so this will be dandelion. Dandelion mask 2. And this is going to be kind of complicated, but we're going to go now to our, and now our dandelion mask 2 is here. We go to our camera view, to our perspective view here. I'll zoom out. Let's lift this up. Okay, we're going to take this grass mask and hide it so I can see what the heck's going on. And the dandelion mask 2, we bring that up. And now we go to ultra scenery. We're going to select this like that. And we're going to take this here, Z, dandelion mask 2, bring that up over here like this. Oh, come on. Here. Because I don't want more dandelions here. Okay. I could leave it and just take a few more out. But why not just mask them? All right. So, and then we go parameters. We can scale this like that, about like we have the other one. And now we go to here, scripts, most used, mask builder. Oh, I can need to select ultra scenery 2, scripts, mask builder. Okay. Dandelion 2, we're going to add that there. Now you see it knows where it is. And what we're going to do, see now the black is, that's what we want. We don't want dandelions there. So what we're going to do is just make that strong. Okay. And we'll do a little bit of fuzziness. And go there, exit. And then this daisies 2, we're going to go now into scripts, most used, Alienator Pro. And we're going to go into here. And where is that? Where are the daisies? Okay, there's the daisies 1. Daisies. And then we go here to select. We go to our dandelions again, dandelion clump. Okay, I don't want to use the same ones for everything, so we'll do this and this with that one. Link, yes. This one with this one. Link, and this one with, we'll do some of those. Link. Okay, and then we come here and we convert the daisies to dandelions. Okay, now this mask can jump down, be hidden. And this one can be hidden. With the dandelion mask can be hidden. Now, okay, let's go back to our camera. Save this. And now we should have some sort of dandelions here. We may have too many. in the field. But we'll be able to bring them down if we need to. See that little mask? It's kind of like that one. That's the grass cover. Okay. I think I've got this right, but I'm not sure. If we don't have dandelions here, then I got it wrong. If there's no dandelions in the field, then I just have to invert the map. I don't think I got it wrong. Yeah, white blocks it. Black blocks it out. White raises the land. So I think I'm actually kind of getting through this. That was Art, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today, Art? We are working on Mask Builder 2, and this has been a massive tutorial. It took me several hours in the middle of the night, and then most of today to learn how to do this before I could even begin to do this tutorial. But we are now up and running. So there it is. Okay, now I think we've got maybe too many dandelions. I just wanted a few in there. Okay, actually what I'll do is I think I'm going to take that mask out and just let it put a few of these other dandelions in here with the... So, okay, so I've got an idea here now. So we're going to close this. And... so we are using masks, this mask creator. Okay, so this dandelion mask, I'm just going to delete it. And then what happens when I come here? Okay, I think if I undo the delete, and then we go into the script, and then unlink it, and then we can delete it. Most used, mask builder. Okay, we're going to dandelion mask to remove mask. Okay, then we close this, and now the daisies don't have the mask any there. Now I can delete this mask here, and what we're going to do is just lower the amount of these daisies here. So we scroll down a little bit. Doing all right. Had a wasp or hornet in our home. Spent the last hour swatting at it. Then all of a sudden it was gone. Ah, wow. I know what that's like. I do the same thing. I'm not very tolerant of insects in my home. And it's just the way I am. I feel guilty about it, but what can you do? You just don't want to get stung. You don't want to have a fly. There's, drawing blood out of your jugular vein all night, It's just the way I am. It's part of my nature. And I try to be human about it. I guess I try to be compassionate about it. I try to open the window. Every once in a while I'll open the window and they'll fly right out. But sometimes I'll open the window and try to shush them there, and they'll do everything in their power to not be pushed out that window. So back into the world where they belong. So, yeah, so that's the way life is. We're going to bring the density down even more. Okay, so we got 4,000, 3,000. Okay, let's see what this does now. Okay, so 9:17. I've already eaten today, so all I'm allowed to eat is water till 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Still on my diet, and I'm doing pretty good with it. So I am doing well. So I hope you can rest and relax after swatting, all that swatting. Yeah. So Mask Builder 2, that's what it is. Mosquito minion. You could hear him coaching it. Duck, left, wait, move, he's coming again. It was faint, but I'm certain they were teaming up on me. They could very well have communicative skills that we're inferior to them and unable to grasp their high level of communication. Okay, so this is kind of nice, but I think I want even a few less dandelions. So that's the idea, I think. So we're going to cancel this. Yes. I just want a very few out in the field. Close. I want it to mostly be, this is Dandelion Hill, and the rest is like not Dandelion Hill. So let's see what we got here. That may still be too many. If we can just get a few out there. Okay, so that's nice how that works. All right, so we're going to try to change this number. Well, it lets you select it until you want to select it, and then it won't. Okay. 0, 8, 8. Let's try that. How many does that give us? All right, that works. Let's see what that does. A Bug's Life. Yes, I can relate to that sometimes. I think I'm my spirit animal is an ant. So, yeah. Trying to carry something like 10 times my size. Actually, life has been good to me. So, you know, I mean, things have been good. Chris, welcome, welcome. You want to catch this whole, you guys want to get back and check the beginning of this all out. This is packed with a ton of very hard-earned knowledge, okay? It took me 3 hours last night and all of today to figure out how to use this mask program, and I have just laid it out as easy as like giving you a map to it. So there it is. There's our scene. Okay, I still think there's too many dandelions there, so I'm going to get a few more out in the background. Okay, so yes, we're going to get a few more out of there. Okay, close this. And I want to make sure that there's like, okay, will it let me click that? Yeah, so we're going to go 1, 8. 1, 8. So yes, we are working on, so this hill here, I used a mask to pull that hill up, and all of the grass and everything in Ultra Scenery just followed along with it, okay? It's like magic. And so I used a mask to do that, and then I used a mask to put the dandelions on the hill, but not everywhere else, okay? And then I used a mask to put the trees on the grass, on the ground, but not in the middle, okay? So the mask is blocking the trees from being in the middle of the map, okay? And yeah, so we have 4 maps, three or 4 masks right now that we are working with. And I used a mask on the grass so that we didn't have to have grass. Like if you see when the trees come in, there's not as much grass here where the trees are, the tree line around the edge. Didn't need grass in there. Really, if I wanted to, I could put like a pile of leaves around the edge, but I don't think I really need them. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, I wanted this. This is Dandelion Hill. Okay, so, and that is not. So this gets special treatment from Mother Nature. Okay, so there it is. That's what we wanted. Now let's see what happens when let's put him in a pose so that he just doesn't look so terrible. So yes, Dandelion Hill. Let's save this. Save this. Let's put him in a pose with some jeans on. Smart content. So these masks, this mask, and I've shown you how to make the masks, how to manipulate how to move the masks around, okay? And get them, because it's convoluted and it's kind of genius how they work, but they don't work the way you would think they work. But once you figure out how they work really amazing. Looks like the trees are floating in the air. They're not. And all of this is done right. Okay, so where is our character? We're going to go to content library. Let's find him a nice pose. And yeah, okay. No, we're not going to give him a gun. I think we'll go down this way. Or no kind of no sword. This might be a nice pose here. Where did you go, Flynn? Way over there. See, I have him pulled way. I know this is a no-no, but we're doing it anyway. We're going to pull him out. Hopefully his eyes don't turn black on us. Because I wanted to have a lot of the scene, and you can't move ultra scenery. Okay, let's rotate him. Put his arm down. Shoulder down first. And bend the shoulder down a little bit like this. Then bend the arm down. Bend. Twist it. Okay. All right, that kind of works. But shall we move him a little closer? Where are you? We'll move him over like this. A little closer. We can't tune him more. God, his foot looks really weird. We're going to go side to side with that a little bit. The Reno 911 GIF. I've been murdered. That's funny. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it when I die. You know, it's just not a fun time at all. And so it's best. I recommend not dying if you can help it. But you know, shit happens, and when you die, it sucks. So you just kind of have to get over it and move on, you know? So why does his leg look like it's been flattened in like a pasta roller? It just might be the look here. So Now, what's up with this arm? I guess it doesn't matter where it is as long as because we can't see it anyway. So now let's give him. Oh my God! Speaking of bugs. Wow. I have a bug in here. So, yeah, it's something pretty big. It's substantial. I don't know how it got in here, but we got a bug. Have to figure out what to do about that now. All right, so it didn't look like a black fly. It didn't fly like a black fly. It flew like something really strange. No, don't blame Art. We will not blame Art because Art is lovely and wonderful and fun to have around. And so we don't blame Art for those. So I will blame the fly swatter because the fly swatter is, if I didn't own a fly swatter, I wouldn't need to swat flies, right? So, yes, that's what we will blame the fly swatter. He's got to have some hair, some pants. I think he's got to have some jeans or something. Maybe we could make it raining. Let's see what's happening. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of the grass tufts in here. And some of the dandelions. We're going to need another, like, very small mask. And I think I can use the same mask for the grass tufts as I use for the dandelions. All right, so all right. Yeah, well, it's I try to be as thoughtful as possible. Every once in a while I have my moments where I'm just not all there. It's unfortunately that's the way life is. Let's at least get the dandelions. All right, so I think I have to move him enough. Now I might be able to like move him over here and kind of just get him out of the dandelion or move him over here. I don't know. But what I could do is we could cancel this. Yes. Let's turn the dandelions on, like full blast. Okay, Ultra Scenery 2. We go down here. We're going to show you some tricks. Okay, we're going to turn off the oak trees because we don't need them on right now. And we're going to turn on the grass cover. This is the grass cover. These are our dandelions. But there's only a few that are turned on, so we have to go up here and turn them all on. And that would be here in the field. And see, now we can see where the dandelions are. And we can move him appropriately. Okay, and we move him ahead a little bit. What happened, Flynn? Oh, there it is. See, now I'm like feeling bugs and itching myself and just, I know I'm going to like feel something kind of on my face and it's going to be a giant like June bug the size of a golf ball. Okay, there's something there that, okay, I think we've got it if we bring him here. And what if we turn him a little bit like this, then we can get his attention. Okay, and now we go like this again. I think I turned him too much. Over here like this. This is taking a long time to do this. Okay, I'm going to bring him like this. Then we're going to turn him again. We'll go to this rotate here instead. Why rotate? Why is he rotating so weird? What have you done to Flynn? X. Z. Okay, that's he's kind of looking up, and what we'll do, we'll take this weird thing with his neck, little crook, bend it. We'll bend the head. Okay, that's neck one. Bend that. Bend neck two. Okay. How about we turn the head like this? And we twist it a bit. All right, it looks like he's still got flowers coming up through him. But we'll deal with that if we have to. All right, so okay, now control alternate minus. Let's see if he does have flowers coming up through him. Do we? So everybody is busy tonight doing things. So let me see. I'm wondering, I know there's a way to tell, oh, who is here? How many people are here? Okay. Well, it just says I'm here. That's it, because I'm not allowed to know who's in my chat. Yeah, it just says me. But it says there's concurrent viewers, that there's 2. And I know Angus is here, and I'm quite sure Art is still here. And maybe Chris is here, so I think that makes like 4. So, but I'm not allowed to know who's really in my chat. It's not something that YouTube thinks I should be privy to. So, yeah. It's not never really worked right. Okay, it looks like we might have this. I think we do. I just kind of got lucky with it. And there's no grass coming up through, except for he's got one dandelion coming up through here, through his foot. So I might be able to twist him a little bit, but so present. How nice, Art. Very nice. It's saying there's 2 people here. Okay, we're going to give him some jeans instead of this. We got a flower coming through. So if I just twist him a little bit to the right, I think I can get his foot past that flower. It looks like a flower is coming up through that foot as well. So cancel, yes. This is the hard part about your character. All right. Why is his thing like way over there? Weight brush, joint editor. Okay, this is it. Why is this like way over here? All right, let's try to move it over like that over here, I guess. And this. All right, what's going on here? Flynn. And this. Wishing and hoping. All you gotta do. All right, I didn't want to move you like that way, but I guess that kind of works. Let's see if that worked. We go here. That didn't work. All right. Let's go to our perspective view here. I'm going to fix him. What? Why are his... Why are the... Okay, maybe it's because he's in a group. Sometimes, no, it's not. He's not in a group. It's all him here. Why are Flynn's... I can't move that. Z. No, Z. All right. It's over my head. Not sure why I can't move his bone thing. It's supposed to, okay, maybe if I click, no, because that's selecting all of him. If I go to the hip, yeah, those are right. What's up with Flynn's bones? Why are they so off? Translate origin on the x-axis. All you gotta do. All right, now I've got a leaf going through here. So I just might have to like come in and do stuff with this. Well, that kind of sucks because I have no idea how to move this other than moving that green thing, which won't let me move it. So some things are just over my head. And I just can't, I can't figure them out. All right, so let's see. Let's go back to, maybe it won't show from that camera angle that this leaf is going through his foot, or maybe I've got to do something. Okay, there is another possibility. Camera, okay, go back to the camera. Let's see, let's go to iRay. Oh, I don't think they're going to show an iRay. All you gotta do is wishing. Nice serenade. Thank you, Angus. Very nice of you to say. Okay, we're gonna go out of iRay, and then we'll go and try to do a render here. We still have to do our lighting here. We got to put some jeans on him, maybe some sandals. Some Gordon Lightfoot. If you could read my mind, girl, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark, or a fortress drawn with chains upon my back. Oh, I don't know all. Never read. I don't know all the words. You know that I am trying to get it back. Yep. So I have I've been working on trying to get, well, you see, that's what's been stopping me from doing live performance and everything, is I just kind of want to lose a few more pounds before I start putting myself out in like music videos like fat old me. So this works, okay? I think this looks like it's working. Okay, I don't see like anything going like right through his leg, and this looks like it's going through his leg, but it's, I think it kind of works. So let's, I don't like the way his belly looks, and his leg is up in the air, so let's, I just don't like the way this pose is working with his body shape. So let's play around with his body here. Let's go with scripts. And in here, is it in here? Character mixer. And this is why we got our character mixer all set up. We can just come in here and change him a roo here. So we're going to start first with his head. Okay, Genesis 9 head, where is it? Just body morphs. Okay, so we have that one selected. And this is body only. And what we do is we just include body morphs. We just morph him into a different body. Oh, and that looks horrible. Okay, what we got to do is take and turn off his body first. Okay, well, I don't know. I think it'll turn it back on every time. So we have to go to currently used, Flynn body. We turn it off and we get something maybe normal. Okay, I think we're going to find out that I just can't use this. Okay, we're going to turn off the HD details, Flynn head, Flynn everything, go away. Unrivaled body, okay, of course it had to pick one of my least favorite kind of body things. Let's see. Let's go back here to most used. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with the way the unrivaled body face and the body, I guess, is. I haven't really looked at it that much, but okay. So total morphs to include. Why is it just allowing me only one? Okay, I don't think this loaded right. Okay, Genesis now. Select body morphs. Okay, let's try this. Open. Okay, something's wrong here. Because it's only showing one body morph here. Okay, load preset. What else can we do? Select, okay. Male people, okay, male people head. All right, maybe I haven't put the body morphs on my Genesis 9 people. So what we'll do is we'll do his head first. I want to change his head too. Why aren't these loaded? Loading? It's like forgotten all my stuff. Okay, let's close this. What's wrong here? It's supposed to like Okay. Scripts. Character mixer. It should be scanning all this stuff correctly. Oh, reset. We'll turn that off. All right. Okay, it's just not head realistic morphs. It's like forgotten all of my things. Body. Well, isn't that a kicker? After going through all these and picking out the heads and stuff that I wanted. So, all right, we got to pick some of these again then, I guess. Okay, Dalton. I'm just going to pick the ones I kind of recognize. Ethan. Dane. We'll use Dane. I think I recognize him. Remember him. Use John. Some of John. We'll use the young Julius. I think you all remember me doing this before. Zach. I know I remember a Genesis 8 Zach or J81 Zach, but I don't. Casey. We use Casey. All right. Thalius. And John. Okay. We'll use this guy. We'll use this Jeppy Sandor. We'll use Rupert. And this is this guy. Red Cats, we'll use him. Sickle Yield, Genesis 8 Male, we'll throw some of that in there. Kyle, Kyle, not Kaya. Aiden, a little bit of that black guy. Some of that, be nice. Aiden's real nice looking. All right, so we're going to save the preset as Genesis 9. Head, select. Oh, come on, Gen 9. Genesis 9, male, head select. Okay, is this going to work? Head only. Okay, that's just one. Probably picked the worst head that I... Okay, so we're going to go with 10 of them. Head only. See, I'm still going to have to go in and turn off, I think, one of the heads. Okay, it's going to put like 100% of... All right, you have to click out and then back in. One of these is going to be at 100% probably. No, I guess it didn't. Didn't mess it up this time. So we're going to keep that head. They're pretty nice. Okay. A little bit of those guys. All right, now the body. Let's do it again. Scripts. Most used. Character mixer. I'm not sure what happened to my... All right, now we're going to go body morphs. realistic. Okay. We'll use some of this unrivaled here. Dalton. And Lorenzo. I'm not sure. Some of these I don't really know that well. Hudson, Kurt, Ethan. John 9. We'll use John 9. Body. Younger adult body. Julius. Nathan. Now I missed Nathan before. We'll use Michael's body. And Zach. We'll use some of the buff body too, just in case every once in a while it might work. Marcus, Casey. Dalius. And Ethan. Jeppe. Sander. Oh gosh, is Krugen. I don't know him that well. And what have we got left? Rupert. We'll use some of that. Red Kaz. Genesis 8 male is okay. It's kind of blah, but Kyle. Cade, Aiden. And all right, I just don't know that one yet, right? So save preset. Okay, Genesis 9 male, body select. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. And now let's move this over and see if we can get him a body. Okay, that's just one person. We need like a blend. What are they going to give us? Okay, that belly looks a little better, I think. Let's give him some hair. Okay, this Julius and Sander and okay, that's not this would be for the body. Okay, we've got Ethan, Dalton, Kurt, Lorenzo, Casey, a little bit of Genesis 8 male, Julius, Sander, Michael, Unrivaled, and Zach. Now, okay, and then we go here to hair. I wonder if this would work. And we got to give him some pants. This is probably not going to work for hair, but he's so far away, it's like just about anything would work. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back stair. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I get feeling better when I'm losing again. All right. Okay. Jeans. And see what we can find for some jeans. How about if we go with a t-shirt and then we don't have to worry about the way his belly looks as much? Okay, this is Genesis 3 male. How did that end up like way at the top here? Product ID. They've been selling this stuff for... Okay, that kind of works. And then the chillin' jeans. Let's see, what do we got for jeans? Vlad. We'll try these. And then we can get rid of the shorts. Okay, I think his hand is going through his jeans. No, there's not a pocket there. Not really. Let's go here. Perspective. Well, his pants arm is going a little through. That arm's going right through his leg. Okay, you've got a problem here. Okay, so let's turn off so we can kind of work with this scene now. Ultra scene. We're going to turn off the field and the forest. Now we can move around. Okay. This arm. Doesn't matter if this arm bend. It doesn't matter if it's going through the ground because you can't see it just as long as it's not going through his leg. Bend. Front, back. Yeah. Okay, that works. Okay, we're just going to bend this out a little bit like that. And then we got to take his shirt and mesh grab it a little bit. Okay. Camera, save this. Let's put a sky in here. Let's put a plane in the background instead. Plane. Let's just put a sky in for now first. Environment options. And what do we got here? Parameters. Smart content. Properties. And render settings. Let's go with that one. Array, let's see what this looks like. Did it turn on the dome? Yeah, it did. Okay, let's rotate the dome a little bit. Well, that hair looks goofy. Thing is, the trees could cause like some kind of effect. What would be nice if it did. Okay, the hair isn't working to me. Just could be the wrong color or something, but it looks like this. It just looks messy, you know. You know, I really shouldn't complain because sometimes these messy hairs, they work, but very rarely, very, very rarely do they work. If they don't look good in a promo image, they're not going to look good on your figure. It's just kind of my rule to say, you know, okay, I use that hair too much. All right. This one might work even though, because it's far enough away. Again, it's kind of a messy hair. Just let's give him black hair. Okay, that's kind of working. Let's see now what happens. Save it when we render it. Let's give him some kind of stubble. Just the things that I kind of know to do. Oops, we can't put the stubble on his hair, even though it looks like it worked on his face. It shouldn't go on the hair here. Okay. Now this light might be too bright, but once we put the trees in, the trees could create some kind of really cool thing. So we're just gonna take and hit render now. See what we got. So you don't want to miss the beginning part of this tutorial. That's my opinion, okay? That's if you use you know, ultra scenery. I couldn't personally get by, but I make most of my scenes except for the sky, you know. I usually use some kind of image for my skies, but as in putting an image in the background, sometimes I do that. I've got some scenes, but I mean, why would I have all of these models and have like pyramids and the Eiffel Tower and all that stuff? So I definitely, but you know, everybody has to start at their own place, you know, and then they there it is. There's our man in the dandelions. There he is. Dandelion Hill. And I think we got a take here. Now I could put a C out here. Should I? Let's see what happens. Cancel. Yes. Close this. And what we do is we go back to ultra scenery because that's the easiest way to put a sea in your scene. Okay, is not always, but it's just as easy as going down here and saying water. And that puts water in the scene. And then it says match terrain with. No, we want it bigger than the terrain. So we're going to go like 500. See, now it's gone way out there. Water depth, height, water level. And what kind of water do we want? Blue lake. Okay, water material properties, ripple strength. Let's bring it up. Okay, ripple strength down, ripple size, bring those down. I wish I knew a little bit more about this stuff. Okay, and let's go with more of a green. I don't think that's going to work, but let's try. No, it's just there's too much refraction color. There's a little bit of green there, but it's the sky is too. But we have an ocean, okay? Ocean before me. Deeper into the blue, so distant beyond our view. That's one of my songs. Now we're going to go to parameters. Come on. And we're going to give this a tiny bit of green tint. A little bit more yellow. Don't be shy. Oh, thank you, Art. Thank you for the complimento. Oh, I may cheat on my diet and have a peach tonight. I bought like 5 of them, 5 or 6 peaches. 4 nectarines and 2 peaches. And I bought one at the store the other day. If you see peaches around, they're being harvested somewhere. I don't know whether if it's Georgia or wherever these peaches are coming from, but they're better than your average peach and nectarine. I think somebody has a big peach and nectarine farm, and they are in the middle of harvest right now. And they're not like, soft peaches, but they're not your regular run-of-the-mill hard peach where you bite into it and you're choking on these pieces of like what feels like, I don't know, like pencil erasers or something. So yeah, the peaches are in season now, so I recommend getting some. Okay, can we see this? Please. Well, it's not going to let us see it. What have I got to do to... Is it over here? Maybe it's over on my other monitor. Sometimes it just says, I think I'll go on your other monitor. It's like I'm already displaying. Yeah, it just switched over to my other monitor. Okay, I don't like the sky. It's too weird looking. Just wiped everything. I think there's too much. The sun is too intense. So we'll take the tint and we'll just bring it way down like this, so it's kind of a little bit. And then we'll take some of this intensity down. 1.5, let's see about that. And 1. Or let's take this tint all the way down. Let's try this, save this. Ocean. Let's see how loud that is. Ocean before me. Ocean, you are the sea. By the river, ocean, life's giver, reflections on the water. You are evolution's author. Thank you, Art. Into the blue, so distant beyond our view. I think I'm going to put his hand on his leg, because it's hard to see what he's doing here with those flowers right in the way. We put the hand on the leg and then these jeans don't look so kind of odd. Creatures of variety, waiting to be set free, flowing with the river streams, knowing and full of dreams. Ocean before me. Ocean, you are Okay, what do we got? Other songs here. We can play some stuff. I was born to love you. There's nothing else I'd rather do. A love shared by two. I was born to love you. Just like a baby when they cry. When I first saw you, tears fell from my eyes. I grew with the yearning, your love I was learning. You made me feel whole and complete who I am. You're all I know. Our love did grow into more than I ever thought it could. You're the reason why, and you know that love surrounds you. I was born to love you. There's nothing I'd rather do. A love shared by two. 'Cause I was born to love you. The sunlight dances in your shadows. Save. That's where the wildflowers grow. Beams of light radiate around you. Under the sky so blue. Sounds like I'm describing this piece of art. It's my art transcends between from my music to my visual art. I can tell you so well. I think this is going to be it, people. I was born to love you. There's nothing else I'd rather do. A love. Thank you, Art. Very nice. 'Cause I was born to love you. I was born to love you. In your love so true. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of fog down in here to make it look far away. I was born to love you. Okay. So I'm playing DJ tonight. What's this one? Some of my songs I forget what they are. Oh, that one's a good one, but let's see. Hmm. We'll go with this one. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of fog here to kind of...
Nothing could ever take, nothing would make me break your heart. I want to mend it. The little things that make you smile, come around.
All right.
And stay a while with me.
I have a new fog.
I want our love to be
Mountain range fog here.
People say it makes no mind. We're entwined, love is fine.
Look at this one, tiling
I want
cloud.
our love to be. In my heart I am sure you're the reason love is for. Sincerely, I want our love to be.
Okay,
Let's share some time in your mind, your gentle thoughts that shine in me. I want our love to be. All roads lead me to you, and there's nothing I won't do, you see. I want our love to
why
be.
am I in the middle of like something?
Round in circles we
I'm
may
under the
go,
ground
but
here.
one thing always know, eternity, I want our love to be. In this love we're dignified, it's never run, never hide the key. I want our love to be.
Why? Okay, we're 900.
I want our love to be.
We're still down below.
Love to be.
Okay, I just have to kind of go into... It's like zooming me way into the middle of this, and it's like, what in the heck is this? Scale it down. Let's see what this looks like here when we go into some kind of cloud. Okay, that's not what I want to do. I want to go into iRay. I don't want to go into iRay. I don't want to render right now. Let's see. Let's go over here. Okay. I'm going to cancel this. I just want to go into iRay. Did I cancel this or?
Many things in this world are precious, and we try to hold on to them.
Cancel. Okay, I think we've got a black screen. I may have put too much in the scene. Yeah, whatever this is, it's not going to let me render. Oops.
Once his love is found.
All right, we'll go with something more familiar.
In the meaning of the touch.
Those are like gigantic cloud systems.
In the love we need so much.
BDB.
Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a joy you bring. In every word I sing, your love is a beautiful thing.
Where are you? Okay. Z, what did I just move?
In all of life's glory, you are the greatest story. To walk beside you in love, this is what dreams are made of. To hold you close to me, I know the meaning of being free.
What happened to it?
Loving you is all I desire. Your gentle
I think I deleted it.
mind I admire. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a joy you bring. In every word I sing, your love is a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Your love
Okay.
is a beautiful.
I think that's enough to see what it's going to do. Okay, we're going to give it some color. This is one of my more recent songs. Like my music and my voice is kind of getting better than it used to be, than it was, you know. It's kind of weird that my voice is getting better. 3:30. Okay, let's try this. And we're going to go with a color here, like yellow. Maybe an orange. Ten. Five. Let's try it. Well, Art, you have a wonderful night. You don't have to hang here. It's very nice that you have, my friend. Lovely to have you here as always. So, yeah, you take care. And I will be here. I will be here. I think I'm only going to be here a little while.
Every day and every night, we got a love that feels so right. Love is true in all we do. I'm lovingly devoted to you. Lovingly, lovingly, I'm lovingly devoted to you.
Take care. Yes. Yes. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening, Art. Take care. And catch the beginning of this video. Because right now, this mask program is 50% off, you know? So take care. And it's nice to have Angus pipe in. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I think this is going to be pretty close to the end for me. I'm going to be... Okay, I think I'm going to bring this fog up some more and then turn it, like, really make it really dense. I mean, less dense. Chris, it's nice to have you pipe in as well, my friend. Very nice. Whisperay, what have we got here?
In your heart, love is sure. I adore you more and more. Love is true in all we do. I'm lovingly devoted to you. Lovingly, lovingly,
I think something magic just happened here. Good night, Art. Good night, dear friend. Take care. Take care. We'll see you soon. I'll be back. I'll be back with more. What I need to do is, like, get broadcasting at around 2 in the afternoon or something. Look at that. Could we have a better fog than that? I'm wondering, though, if I should be just a little less color in this. Wow. This is the artwork of Sickle Yield, this fog. That's this the Sickle Yield fog is just it is such like a high level of art that went into it. You know, I just don't know that she realizes how important a contribution her art is. So yeah, just look at this. Look at what that is doing. Let's give this a render.
Put your hands into the air for the celebration. Everyone subscribe to the Music Nation. Music is one language that we all can speak. Love is a common vibe. We are all unique. One universal song. We can all sing along. We are one generation in the Music Nation.
How is this gonna look? Wow. I think I'm gonna leave that. I think I'm just gonna make it a little more faint.
Love is a melody, and peace is the harmony. In nature's reservation, we are the Music Nation. So dance and shout, let your feelings out. Leave no room for any doubt what love is all about. We stand together free. Music is our liberty. Togetherness is the art. A song we all share in our heart. One universal song. We can all sing along. We are one generation in the Music Nation.
Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, see, that works. Now this sky kind of looks a little foreboding. I'm just wondering if I can do better than that sky. I mean, the lighting is great and all. It's amazing right now, but I'm just think it looks kind of dark and scary. Like something out of a Stephen King novel. Let's see. Something here. Nah. That's kind of nice, but let's keep looking. See what you got. These are kind of dark too. That's too bright. That's kind of nice, but when you go back out of here, I kind of wish it took you back to where you were scrolling instead of like back to the top. These are dark. I think I lowered my parameters here. Let's go to let's go back to 2. And then let's go back to, let's rotate this a little bit. Okay, rotation. No, not quite doing it here. Nope. Let's see what else we got here. Let's start at the bottom and go up. It's just like hardly any of my, they're like not even here. I wish that all these HDRIs that you buy, you know, I just don't want to buy anymore because they're just going to get hidden and get hidden. They're not showing up in the search. They should be here. All my HDRIs should be in like in the render settings. You know, they should all be there somewhere. You know, I just don't feel like buying anymore because they're just going to get lost. And when I go to look for them, they won't be there. And okay, so I'm just going to go and go externally to my HDRIs, okay? Because I can't do it there. I just can't find the things I need there. It's like just put them all in a folder, copy them all to a folder, and go right through them. And it's like, this is what Daz should have. It should just show you all your HDRIs in a list. Simple enough. Let's see what we got here. Now that's kind of bright, but let's move it around a little bit. That's kind of blah. Browse. Back at the top again. Okay, what if we turn this down to 1? Well, it's kind of better than... No. All right. what we're going to do, let's see what this looks like. We're going to do the plane thing again. And we're just going to use a distant light, okay? Because plane. Okay, here, 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 here. Up we go. Okay. And we're going to go to parameters, X rotate. Okay, Z, X, Z, scale, X, Z, okay, I think that's far enough. A little bit more of X. Scale that. X scale. Serenity's Gate. Hi and bye. All right. Well, thank you for the like. You want to check this out tomorrow? There's some stuff in here about the new mask thing. If you are an ultra scenery person, you need to find out about this. There is it's 50% off right now. It's the new mask program. So it's called Mask Builder 2, and I go through the whole thing here. So we're now going to find ourselves and it's very nice that you stopped in, and thank you very much. Thanks for the like. My channel sure needs them. That is for sure. So where is this HDR file? HDR, Economy Sky. Which one is it? Let's try this one. That's it. And we're going to bring this back up to 1. What was it? Parameters. We're going to bring our... Okay, we're going to turn the environment off. Environment, dome and scene, scene only. And then we are going to put this same sky here, plane, surfaces. That is called what? DTEC, okay. I'm going to go here, DTEC, and turn that on. And here, DTEC, and we'll go with the 9 here. And we're going to take this sky and scale it a little bit more. It's plain. It looks a little too detailed. So we're going to go to parameters and scale it a little bit more. Bring it down some. And then we're going to put in a distant light. Accept. And the distant light is way far away here. Bring it up like here, here. Z. Didn't want to do that. I think. Okay. It's kind of where I want it, but all right. Then we go like this. Turn it like this. Okay. And now let's do a render. Save this. Let's go to iRay first. See what the lighting looks like. Save ourselves a little bit of time. Okay. That's why we did this. Okay, so our plane is too bright, so we go to surfaces. This could be a 1, 2. We're gonna take that way down here. Okay, what happens when we turn this off? Okay, that's putting out all of that light. So we're going to take and turn some of that light off. We're going to go down to 500. Okay, why is this sun so weird looking? Let's go up to, all right, let's go back to 1500. And then we're going to push this. We're going to go up to actually 2 to 2. How about maybe 1? There we go. And then we're going to push that out more. See, we got some backlighting effect here going on. So we're going to go to parameters and zoom this back some more. So it's further away from our scene. So it can't cast as much light on the scene indiscriminately. See. Okay, we're going to go to 5 and 5. Then we're going to scale this up. Save this, and let's see what it looks like in iRay now. Should be putting less light on the land. You want to get to the color you want it to be, the brightness you want it to be, and then you move it far enough away so the amount of light that it's shining on the land is kind of what you want. iRay. If you move it too far away, you'll lose all the light. Okay. think that's too much still. Maybe I can... Okay, we're going to move it back some more. Nine. Okay, we're still going to go back a little more. Okay, we'll scale it. Okay, I think that's going to work. Now we're going to get our distant light shining on our guy here. I can't tell which way I'm moving it. All right. Let's see what this does. Oh, suddenly, oh, I know what's wrong. My plane has shine on it. We got to turn that to black. Gloss. Sky is not supposed to be shiny. Okay, well, I think we still got to turn. Okay, now what we do is we come here to our base color. We bring it down. Okay, and we'll take some, that's eight. Okay. Let's see what this render looks like now. The trees are going to come in and like create all kinds of shadows and things. It is 11:03. Okay.
Flowing, drifting,
soften this light a little bit. Or warm it up a little bit. I kind of like what it's doing here to my fog. These are, look, I told you this was going to create hard shadows. This, you don't get this kind of stuff from an HDRI, okay? This is what you get when you use a plane. This is going to take like 6,000 iterations to render right. It's because it's just so complex. You know, I forget that a lot of my viewers just don't have the computing power to do this stuff, you know, to work with ultra scenery, and just it takes a lot, you know. And the thing is I don't have a car, and the reason why I don't have a car is because I gave all my money to Intel, you know, and to NVIDIA, you know, and so this is what I have here. So we're gonna go to this distant light, and you know, I'm not sad that I did that, but I just can't get around. I'd like to go out and do gigs and do stuff with. I wish I had a car. I wish my channels were doing better on YouTube, but they're very hard to kind of grow. So we're gonna go here to parameters. All right, we're just gonna soften this light some. A little more. There we go. This looks terrible in high ray. I don't know what these are here. This. All right, here we go. That song was just an afterthought. I kind of just threw it together. It wasn't something that that I really worked on and put like a lot of effort into. I actually wrote it for a friend of mine, and he was supposed to sing it, and then all of this stuff kind of blew up, and so I ended up singing it, and I really never put that much effort into it yet.
You are like a silver bird. Your melody sings in my heart. You fly, and your precious song tells of our love so true. I am captured by your beauty. Our dreams on wings are feathers.
The back of these some of these are gonna pick up the light coming through. All right, this is it. He's looking right at us. And what's nice is that he's a combination of body and head parts. Was it 10 or 11, 12 different figures were blended together to make his face. people aren't going to look at him and say, "Oh, there's Nathan," or there's Michael 9. They just don't know who he is, because he's a blend of.
Singing the sweetest love song I have ever heard.
I forgot what hair I used. When you do your final render, you always have to make sure you're not in geometry editor or I completely forgot what hair I used. It's I don't recognize it, which is kind of good. Oh, this is short cropped hair. Okay. This hair rarely works. You look at it and you say, that hair looks like it would work almost in every situation, but it doesn't. But when it works really well. So there's so much. Look at what's happening here.
I hear your voice gently.
I wanted to get rid of that tree. I'm glad I didn't.
Is remember.
So this is going to reticulate. It's either going to look really horrible or it's going to look nice. So I think it's going to look nice. We're only up to, we're up to 788 reticulations. 788 iterations, and we got to go up to at least 6,000. When you make a backdrop like this it's a gigantic light board. It takes forever for Daz to calculate it. Most renders are 2,000 iterations, and it's just they're done. But when you put a backdrop like this in, it requires sometimes even 6,000 isn't enough. And you know what? I just remember that I think I'm going to turn down. I'm going to turn down some of this light a little bit. We're going to go to our plane, and I'm going to turn it down a tiny bit. Now we're going to go to surfaces. Luminance. Okay, it's going to go down to 5. That's going to darken the sky a little bit, but I think that'll still work. Now we could bring the base color up a little bit just to kind of give the sky a little bit more oomph. Okay. And we're still going to have those rays. It just won't be quite as intense. And now the other thing was our render settings. I'm going to render this at 2000 instead of 1920 by 1080, just a little higher than that. And now we're going to grab our samples and our maximum time. And this is I'm going to go in and watch some Monk. I'm almost done. I think I've just started season 8 of Monk. I love that show. So I'd never watched it once, and so, and it's my kind of thing. It's just like these really kind of quick mysteries. It's the kind of thing. It just kind of does something to my brain that I like to see people being savant, I guess. It's something that I like. So I'm wondering about the level of the, okay, see, we got a little bit of a problem here where this has got to kind of tilt a little bit. There we go. There's our plane. That may have brought it up a little bit here too. I don't know that it's perfect, and I think I'm going to just eke it down a tiny bit. There we go. There it is. Save it. Now, what these are here, I have no idea. I think they could be little, that the ground goes higher in the distance. No idea what that is. Let me kind of look behind my camera and see. Okay, it's just very odd because it doesn't go higher, and there's like nothing back here. It doesn't really show. Oh, it could be. Oh, this could be something that's just not really in the scene. Look at this. This is that sickle yield fog. Look at that. It's just, that is such a masterpiece. It is, you know, I liken it to the great masters, you know. It's so well done. Camera. Okay, we'll go back to the camera. So what's causing that? I think it could be like the edge of her fog. No, that goes out beyond. So I'm just not sure what's called it. I'm wondering if I should put I don't think it needs it. I'm wondering if this terrain should have like some kind of sub-D put on it, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so we're going to go here. This is going to be, I think I'm going to go 3,000 or maybe even 4,000 if it will render at 4,000. Because if I go up to 4,000 and still go up to 6,000 iterations, then when I shrink it down, the reticulation will even be better. So we're going to go up to there and see what it looks like here. We're over here. Days slip away. Where they go, no one can say. I'm still holding on to love. It stands the test. Now these didn't start to blow up until it got almost up to 1,000. Okay, so this light is a little bit less intense, but it's still blowing these up, but it's okay. I think it's better now. This is going to be so nice to have some of them like really kind of popping out like. I'm still holding on in this love we're drawn. until love is fade. Okay, we got a problem here. Our love, I don't know if you can see that, but his eyes are black. We're going to try to fix it. Still we're going to go here. Surface would be render settings. Auto. We're going to switch it to memory and see if this does it. Usually you have to like switch it to memory and then switch it back or something. Just as long as you switch it to memory or to the other one. I can't remember what it is, but fast or something. Is it pizza time yet? I already had pizza today. I had a half of a 16-inch pizza, whole half a pizza. So that's all I'm allowed to have. But I might have a peach tonight. So because I didn't like buy them so they could go bad in my refrigerator. So because they're really good. Peach is mostly water. Let's see if his eyes are fixed. Come on, fix his eyes, fix his eyes. Oh, I think they're worse. I think they're okay now. I think they're fixed. They are fixed. See if you, well, it looks like around the edges there's a little black maybe. I don't know. We got to wait a couple more iterations and find out. No, I think they're fixed. It's hard to tell. If I can't tell, this close up, in this size of a render, then I think they're okay. But I think they fixed because I could definitely see they had the black in them now, but now it's kind of hard to tell. I think I'm going to let them go. It could be that they're just not the right size now because I did shape his head. He kind of looks a little bit like a dwarf, just like, just the big jaw kind of thing and the gigantic ear and the way his hair is kind of ragged like that. He looks kind of like a dwarf of some type. Oh darn, his shirt needs sub D. Look at that. Look how terrible that looks. That's what happens when you use like a Genesis 3 shirt. So where's our shirt? Create, edit, object, geometry, which has not already been converted. Okay, so then we got to turn it up then. Parameters, sub D. There, I think we fixed it. I want to get up close to his eyes. Are they okay? They are, but we've got another problem here. I don't think they're fitting in the socket right. They are okay though, so it's really nice to know that you can oh gosh, these are okay, we're going to go to 110 on these eyes. Okay. $115. Okay. We can pull this one in a little bit. Pull it in. Okay. $115. Okay, that's good. Now let's make sure they're not cross-eyed. And then we've got to make them smaller. So we go to our eyes here, Genesis 9 eyes. And we go iris. We use this VinMe eyeball size and just make the iris smaller. Hopefully that's not going to make the black part stick out more. Camera. Save this. Okay, the shirt's fixed, I think. My voice is fading away. What's happened to my voice? Oh no, what happened? I might have turned it down. Thank you, Angus. You are very helpful, my friend.
My heart feels like a waterfall, and you are the reason for it all. Feelings flow and you know.
Now those black parts in the eyes, they happen because I moved him so far from the center of the scene. And it looks like we're going to get it. Okay, those eyes look good now.
There's so much that we can do. And I feel
He's not looking at us,
when I'm with you.
but
There's so much
it's like this
love
eye
we can
is. I think I got to turn that eye a little bit.
Love can take us anywhere. I see the passion in your eyes, like the morning sunrise. In this love we realize, and all the dreams we fantasize.
Oh, we don't want to do this.
I find in them
gotta render it.
In the love you relay,
We gotta render it.
you are a sunny day. Upon my pillow lay your head,
Cancel.
and I love the words you said as they echo through my mind. In their passion, love's enshrined, and I find in every way.
Okay, we gotta go back to our camera view. That's the problem here.
I love the
Okay, see these little lines? Those are the fog. And what they do is they give you these lines so that when you're not in iRay, you can kind of tell where the fog veins are going. Okay, so that when you're in texture shaded mode, you can still see the fog, kind of. And sometimes they're a pain, but sometimes they are extremely helpful. So, are a sunny day. Okay. I think this is gonna do it. I think this is the last time I'm gonna have to stop this render.
like a castle wall that stands around your heart, never to fall and never to part. What we have is more than the sky above, and all that we cherish, the best kind of love. Love is magic, and love is a bird with wings to the sky, like a butterfly. The best kind
Here we
of
go.
love, the best kind of
Now he's looking at us.
you fill every dream, and how your love beams. The best.
This is it. Look at that shirt, see? Remember it was all it had like all these like jagged edges?
Best kind of love, the best kind of love, the best kind of love, the best kind of love.
This is it. Yep, we're gonna let this render and render and render and render while I eat my peach and watch Monk. These are gonna pop right out. Look at these green leaves, how they're catching the sun. This is gonna be really nice. We're gonna have these rays coming across here and hitting that fog, hitting the back of the trees. These trees are getting backlit. See, that's gonna be, look at that. This is gonna be so beautiful.
And in this retreat, we are complete.
Look at the backlighting of that.
Love is magic, and love is a bird with wings to the sky.
The Dandelion Hill.
Like a butterfly, the best kind
So
of love,
that is gonna do it for me, people.
kind of
It is, it is. Thank you, Angus and Serenity's Gate. Chris, if you're still here, my buddy, thank you for hanging out and watching this. He looks so comfortable there. He just looks relaxed and chilling out. He looks like he's having a wonderful day. I was wondering about his foot because he kind of looked like he had an octopus foot or something. It's just weirdly shaped. But I guess yeah, you take care, Chris. Thank you for hanging out. It's late. You're turning out to be my late subscriber viewer, and along with Angus, and I think you even outlast Angus on most nights, but Angus is always the first one here, and Angus has been here for 3 hours and 38 minutes. So yeah, and I think you've been here at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, Chris. Thank you very much. That's going to do it for me. And look, we've even got a little bit of light coming in and backlighting his hand here from behind, down along his arm. This is going to be all kinds of. He's going to have a little bit of a halo here coming from the light, and these lights they're going to have some really radiant rays coming in through here. This is going to be very nice, big rays coming here, touching here. And it doesn't look like it's touching the which is kind of nice to have a subdued side, but we have our distant light coming from this angle hitting him here and giving us a little bit of shadow here. So, all right, people, take care. Take care. We're going to play a little bit of our outgoing music here. And I will see you again in the next Ez3DTv tutorial. Please don't forget to leave a like on my video. It helps the algorithm to share my videos more with other Daz people who might benefit from a tutorial on ultra scenery. If you don't use ultra scenery, it's okay. It's just to each their own. Some people just haven't been able to get their system to deal with it. So, all right. Well, and that's what this video is about. As you can see, I tiptoed around I turned things off, turned off ultra scenery stuff so that I could manage it. And that's what ultra scenery 2 is so excellent about, is helping you turn this off, turn that off, so you can fix the dandelion, so you can fix the grass, so you can fix the trees and get everything right. And it just works so well when you click render. Everything just boom, it all harmonizes together. The whole choir comes in. So, all right, take care. Much love, people. Thank you for staying around. Chris, Angus, and we had Art here tonight. And we also had, let's see, we've got to give a roll call out to everybody who was so wonderful to hang out here. We had, I guess that's it. Just Angus, Art, and we had Chris. We had Anus here tonight, and we had Serenity's Gate. So take care, people. Much love, and I will see you again in the next Ez3DTv tutorial. Okay?